What's up, everybody? My name is DJ Revolution. Been a DJ for a long time, 25 years plus professionally. And I've been in LA for 16, 17 years. And for 12 of those, I was on the world famous Wake Up Show with my partner Swain King Tech, which was syndicated internationally, the longest running hip hop mix show on a commercial radio station. Early on, I would say the only thing that inspired me was to be the best at something. And I just found that the DJing was, I could be the best at something and do what I love to do. DJing to me is just so many different things. It's not just scratching or mixing or making mixtapes. It's all of that combined into one lifestyle, one culture. And, I thought I could be the best. When I was a kid, I just knew, like, I'm going to take this somewhere else that people haven't taken it before. I'm going to learn to do everything that a DJ does. Everything that I mentioned before. So I wanted to be the best at it, the best mixer, the best scratcher, the best mixtape guy. I just wanted to be the best at everything. I was just that young, driven kid that wasn't taken second at anything. I wanted to be recognized by my peers and the people that made the music that I love as somebody who really knew their shit. And as time went on and I started to get older and I started to get deep into the music business, my priorities changed. And, now the things that inspire me are totally different. I'm here at the Scratch Academy in LA because I find inspiration from teaching people who want to learn to DJ how to DJ the right way. Because I lost a lot of inspiration in the last couple of years due to all the horrible DJs that have somehow permeated the music business and the club scene and just exist all over the planet. And instead of me sitting on the sidelines with all my older DJ friends talking shit and complaining all the time, because that's all we ever did, I figured I needed to go and make a difference, because that's the only way I'd be able to regain that inspiration, regain that passion, regain that love, and also become better, because I'm not getting inspired by a lot of the newer DJs. I'm not going to find the same level of competition or the level of drive in the younger generation of DJs that are out there working with no skills. So for me, I'm inspired now by, what I do here and what I do in the studio. And when I go out to clubs and do what I do, I have to kind of turn inward. But what inspired me in the beginning was just the music, the love of music. I got turned on by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five with his song that's universally known as like one of the most incredible hip-hop songs ever. Eventually Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel. Totally flipped the word DJ on its end and what it meant to be a hip-hop DJ and play hip-hop music and do things that no one was doing with songs that already existed, putting them together in a way that was just ingenious at the time. That inspired me. And then seeing people like Jam Master Jay reach high heights just by being a hip-hop DJ, just by scratching, just by playing records, being a part of a massive group. He was a rock star. And, then watching all the guys win battles and win record deals off of winning those battles and going on to become famous DJs and icons in hip-hop, Seeing DJ Premier go from being like one of the most revered producers into, the guy that basically created the scratch hook, which is what I do to this day. I mean, I do it better than anybody. I'm not afraid to say it. There's no question about it. And, and I learned from him, and that inspired me. And he still inspires me. All the people that inspired me back in the day, they still give me that inspiration. I mean, I have so many early hip-hop memories, and, and there's different stages of early. There's early, and then there's early. Early hip-hop for me, like really early, is when the first time I heard like Jam On It on a radio station. And I'm like, what the hell is this? This sounds like that rap stuff that I was hearing somewhere else. This sounds like, what is this? And then I found like, man, I need to find out about this music. And then when I found out about breakdancing. And then I found out about more elements of hip-hop that I wasn't aware of. And then I got turned on to this and then that. So that was a memory for me. I still remember the room that I was sitting in when I heard that. You know, early hip hop memories are me and my homie doing a talent show in this small ass town where no one had ever really heard hip hop before. And we got up there, and I'm up there with my one turntable and a mixer, and he's rapping in front of a bunch of old crusty white people that had no idea what was going on. That's hip hop to me. That was a hip hop memory, and you know, I have so many of them, and it's just when I remember sometimes like where I was at when I was learning a new scratch, or what mixer I was on, or you know, I just have a really keen, sharp memory. So to ask me that is a really, you'll get a long answer. One of my favorite hip hop memories would be me going to the mall and walking around in a couple of these crappy record stores and looking through the vinyl section at like a Sam Goody or something when they still sold vinyl, when they were still around, and just a regular shitty mall, and I found the 12-inch of The Show, Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick, and I found the 12-inch, and that was like the first real record that I ever bought, like the first 12-inch vinyl that came out, and I bought it at the time that it came out. I was amazed to find it, and I didn't have any money on me. My mom was at the other end of the mall, and there was only one copy left. There was a lot of people in the store, and that song was popular when I was out. So I remember running at full speed from one end of the mall to the other to go find my mom to borrow the $5.99 that I needed to go buy this 12-inch, and then booking it all the way back to the store, just hauling ass all the way back across the mall with my $6, and then running into the store, sweat dripping. I mean, I'm breathing heavy, and I'm searching through these stacks to find out, please let it be there, please let it. And when it was there, boom, that's what solidified that memory. You know, I was like, oh, I got it, man. Nobody else that I know has this. None of my friends have this. I couldn't for the life of me figure out why it was here in this commercial ass store, but it was so popular. You got to understand, like, this was a time when there was no rap music anywhere. No TV, no radio, no nothing, just college and mixtapes, and you know, so I was so excited. That memory is never going away. I've been presented with a lot of challenges in my career, and I seem to have overcome most of the ones that are obvious, you know, that present themselves as challenges. I mean, I think the better question would be what challenges haven't you been able to overcome? You know, what I haven't been able to get away from. And you know, there are things like I know too much. You know, that's my biggest challenge. Like, I know too much about the music business. I know too much about DJing. I know too much about hip hop. And it kind of takes away from the fun of it all when you know too much about something. You know, there's an old saying that the minute you understand an art, it's dead to you. So, in essence, in the minute that I understood how to make a hip hop record, or how to become a hip hop DJ, or how to play it, that was the beginning of the end to me. You know, I know why whack DJs are out there getting money that good DJs should be getting. And that's a challenge for me, to have to know that every day and go out and live in this world as a DJ. I know what it takes to be a great, talented MC. So it's a challenge for me all the time to listen to the radio or watch the TV and listen to these garbage-ass rappers become millionaires while good talent sits on the sideline and rots. You know, these are challenges to me that I don't think I'll ever overcome. Breaking through barriers and, you know, gaining stature and making money and traveling the world and, you know, dealing with the rigors of being on tour by myself. These are challenges that I've overcome, but I don't even ever think of them in that regard. It's always about what's the challenges that I haven't overcome and how am I going to deal with that. And, you know, again, I'll go back to why I'm sitting here at Scratch Academy in LA, because this is the only way I'll ever overcome one of my biggest challenges, which is losing inspiration from a music that inspired my whole life. You know, from a culture that inspired my whole life that was on the brink of ruining me. I had to go find it somewhere else. And so I came here to find inspiration through watching my peers teach, through watching young and old learn hip-hop music and DJing and everything about it. It's just one of the ways where I'm able to eliminate a lot of stress and overcome one of those challenges that, you know, we're talking about. So I've already made the impact that I would have dreamed of making when I was 15 or 16. You know, I've inspired generations of DJs, and I say that not to toot my own horn, but because everywhere I go, clubs, events, wherever, someone tells me that I was inspiring to them, or man, you know, this record that you did changed me and changed my DJing career, or changed my life, or whatever it is, or damn, your production is so ill on this record, or with that person, or that record you did with KRS-One is incredible, or these are things that my 15-year-old self would have never imagined would be said to me. So, you know, for me, I feel like I've made a great impact already. And now the goal is to, I don't know, find a way to make an even deeper impact. You know, and I don't know what that is, really. I don't know what the next step in making an impact on that level would be. People remember me for my scratching. People remember me for my beats. They remember me because I was on the radio for 12 years in Los Angeles and syndicated around the world. People remember me because I've traveled the world. If there was anything that I would want people to know is that, you know, I'm still here and I'm sharp as ever. I'm sharper than I ever been, and I'm gonna get sharper. And, you know, I'm still around for you young dudes that think it's cool to be trash and walk in the club and get on the turntables. And I'm still here for you cats that think it's okay to slip. And I'm still here trying to take your jobs. I'm coming after you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound angry, but really, man, I feel like it's my duty to make sure that they understand that when I walk in, I'm studying you. And if you're whack, you're gonna know about it. And that shit is not okay with me. If you're a whack at anything, it's my job as a DJ and a purveyor of this culture to make sure that you know that. And that's why I'm here, teaching people how to DJ the right way, you know, and learn this music and love music the right way. You know, wherever I am, my spot is my own, and it's always gonna be my own, because I'm always gonna stay sharp as a razor blade at whatever I do.